All hail, my fellow citizens. Gather round because it's time for your daily ration of government-approved news and entertainment. This is Coalition State Radio, and I am your master of ceremonies, Deadboy Dan, coming at you live from the shining heart of G-Town, the last bastion of hope and order for the human race. Let's start this puppy off right with a little visit to the news desk, shall we? First up, terror in Port Horace. After the Coalition Armed Forces had pacified the region and made it safe for human habitation, the CSS Gauntlet had weighed anchor and was preparing for her maiden voyage into the South Sea. That was when a radical group of xeno-terrorists launched a coordinated attack upon the pride of the Coalition fleet. Fortunately, the Dauntless was able to put to sea and made it to open water with her escorts in pursuit. Meanwhile, the garrison forces quickly put down the attack and mounted a rescue effort. The Dauntless's current whereabouts have been classified to protect it from another potential attack, but the Ministry of Information has ensured us that it will be safely back in port before long. As a side note, and a postscript to this story, Port Horace Garrison Commander Nathan Sinclair was found guilty of collusion with the enemy and deliberate incompetence. One officer is quoted as saying, "There is just no way they got in here without help," and I, for one, Deadboy Dan, am inclined to agree. Alright, loyal citizens, let's see what's happening elsewhere in the Coalition. Next up, the Ministry of Defense has tracked two objects that broke through Earth's orbital halo before crashing on the surface of the planet. The first object was headed for the Colorado Barrades, and the other was going to land in the southern territories of continental North America. Now, speaking of crashing down, a Class 5 mythic dimensional being was sighted near a Southern Coalition outpost. You heard right, the Coalition Air Force engaged a huge dragon. Man, I wish I could have seen that. That was terrorizing the area before being put down. The engagement destroyed one Coalition jet from the 31st Fighter Wing out of El Dorado. His name will now be entered into the rolls of honor among humanity's defenders. And lastly, from the news desk, after recent losses on the frontier, the Skelebot Initiative has received final approval from the Advisory Committee and will be placed before Emperor Prosek for consideration and approval before the end of the month. Boy, we really need those things. Come on, boys, get to it. And now, here is a public service announcement on behalf of the Ministry of Psychic Affairs.
Hello, my name is Brandon. And one morning, I woke up with the ability to read minds. At first, I thought it was so cool, but then things started happening. I found out the things I shouldn't, and I started hearing voices telling me to do terrible things. My life was spinning out of control, and I thought I was going to go crazy, but that's when I turned to the Ministry of Public Affairs. They got me the help I needed, and through their psychic treatment program, I now live a normal life, and the voices are gone forever. If you are starting to exhibit psychic abilities or know someone who is dealing with this hardship, call us, call the MPA. They can help save your mind and save your soul, just like they helped me.
Alright, loyal citizens, that's all the time we have for now. Remember, when you hear the secret song, be caller number 17 for a pair of free tickets to see Kid Star live at the Coalition Amphitheater this September. This is Coalition State Radio and your host, Deadboy Dan, saying stay safe out there, and for now, that is all.